Hey guys, Joe here. Well, I think it's about high time discuss. This has been kind of irritating me for a while. Uh, the term bushcraft. Personally, I think the modern day bushcraft has gotten away from its roots. It's all about the high end, fancy gear. Uh, Originally, bushcraft was basically of making do with what you have, and even making your own gear. Uh, Truth be told, is I'm not even sure if I even fit into that category. I mean, my true style is a combination of having good gear and making my own. I also like to do, minimalist, like less as I can. The less I carry, the better. I like that. Is I like the challenge. Uh, I've had a couple treks, survival treks, that was like I had to basically say, "Yep, nope, nope, this ain't working," and go get my something from my emergency pack and just started practice working on the skills I was lacking in from there. So it's just I don't know. I'm going to be stepping on toes here. I'll probably lose a couple of subscribers and get a couple of nasty notes. I really don't care. Um, quite frankly, is I like I like good gear. I mean, I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say, "Oh no, I don't have top of the line." I do have some top of the line stuff. Some of it I got for free. Some of it I traded. Some of it I saved up. Some I got into a good windfall, like a tax refund. And I was like, "Oh, now I can get this," and yeah. But it's like today's modern bushcraft is like it's like if you don't have these like super duper boots, pants, no, yeah, knives. Knives is a big thing right now. It's like I see some of these bushcrafters, and they tote these knives that they have, and you're like, oh, those are nice. And you look at the price, it's like $300 to $500. It's like, wow. Uh, I remember my roots. I remember starting out, uh, doing bushcrafting, basic wilderness survival, and I didn't have a whole lot of money. In fact, shit, hell, the town I live in is fairly impoverished. I mean, it struggles. And I've had a couple of my coworkers who want to get into this stuff, but they get frustrated and discouraged over the fact is when they watch these videos of people using, this expensive knife. Um, I mean, granted, I'm not really knocking that, but it's just that it just frustrates people who are starting out, especially if they're having difficulty making ends meet. Uh, I mean, hell, I mean, you've seen my tracker knife. I've had that for over 25 years. I scrimped and saved, and one winter we had a major snowstorm, and I was shoveling, you know, driveways, charging $20 an hour for 3 feet of snow, and I was making good money. And it was that, that winter was a good down deposit. But as I said, like here's the tracker knife. This is considered a high end. I mean, at the time I bought it, it was like $300. Now it's $1,300 just to get one, and you have to wait. And I have nothing against people who could save up and order something that's for a custom, semi-custom or made-to-build, tool. Will either be a pack, a jacket, pants, boots, knives. So, but with that said, let me show you. This is my first knife that I got when I was 15 years old. Uh, Saved up money, and this is basically what it is. It's the Buck Woodsman. You can tell it's like one of the originals because they don't make these type of sheaths now for the buck knives. And I just can't believe exactly how small and puny it is in my hand. But at the time, this is what I used. When hiking and when camping, I used this exclusively. I used it on fish, squirrels, rabbits. And then from there, I went to the U.S. Air Force survival knife, which somebody took it for a walk and never came back. So hold on here. Songo! Songo! Yeah, she's got her nose to the ground. But as I said, here's another one. This is a buck hoodlum. They don't make anymore. I got this for a trade. Somebody liked some of the things I made and was willing for me to part with a couple of them, and I got this. So that's how it's done. I mean, that's bushcrafting. Bushcrafting is adapting. Bushcrafting is making your own gear. Bushcrafting is scrimping and saving. Bushcrafting is trades. If you want something, it's like, hey, so, I see you're selling this. Would you be willing for me to do such and such thing? Trade this. Some will say yes. Most will say no. I mean, not. Most will say yes, and some will say no. But as I said, you don't need high-end fancy gear. As I said, I prefer to make my own gear. Which is like, if you want a good knife, learn how to make one. It's like right here. This is my version of a puku knife, stacked handled. Use birch bark with a sagebrush pommel. I use this a lot, believe it or not. But I like to experiment with different blades and such. Good knife for starting out is the ubiquitous Mora. I mean, this is the smaller version. This is my wife's. And she uses this exclusively. I mean, she, gets a piece of cord, hangs around her neck, and, she's, gutted fish, game. She used to cut up, food while we're camping. It's, as I said, you don't need high-end gear to start out with bushcraft. In fact, I mean, I'm a firm believer in learning the skills on how to make that. I mean, there are videos you could order, watch, buy, I mean, there's a multitude on YouTube on how to make things. That's pretty much my rant for the day here on modern day bushcraft. I mean, I'm not sure if I even follow into that category because I'm not a firm believer in high-end gear. It's getting hot out. But from there is I'm going to make a video on basically on starting out on minimalist survival, I guess, minimalist bushcraft, whatever you wish to call it, because I'm not even sure what my classification is. I guess all around maverick. That's pretty much what I like to consider it. All right. Here you go. Excuse the watering the dog now. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to make a video, kind of step-by-step thing on what's good, what you should spend money on and what you should not spend money on. So, with that, I hope I didn't step on too many toes around on here and piss people off. Really doesn't concern me. So with that said, if you like it, hit like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. So more to come later. Talk to you later. Bye.